Yeah, well, on behalf of the Finnish embassy here in Copenhagen, I would like to warmly welcome Captain Teppo Niiranen and his crew to Copenhagen on this unique tour from Oulu to Dunkirk. When I heard about your sailing trip, I of course remembered Finland exactly 80 years ago. Finland in 44 was in the similar position, and Europe was helping us, including Denmark, of course, who supported Finland quite a lot during the Second World War when Finland was fighting against Stalin's Red Army. And now you are on a very important mission, gathering support and assistance to Ukraine, to a country in the heart of Europe who is fighting not only for her own freedom, but for the freedom and for the democracy of all of Europe. And this is something I think we should not forget when we look at today's Europe and the situation. And I'm very happy that people in Oulu and people in Finland have taken such civil initiatives, gathering support and gathering assistance for a country who is in need of that. There are many different ways to help, and your initiative shows the huge diversity we see in ways of assisting each other. Also, the timing for your trip is very timely. You will be participating in the D-Day celebrations in Normandy, and that event in the history, it's also proof, concrete proof, that every war, no matter how brutal, how bloody, how terrible it is, will have an end. And I hope that your mission will contribute to this goal, to help Ukraine in its fights, in its difficult times, and so that we would all see the war ending, the sooner the better. I wish you favorable winds on your way to northern France, and the best of luck on your important mission.
Thank you, dear Harry, and thank you to the crew. Welcome to Copenhagen again now from the Ukrainian embassy, and it is a big honor and privilege to be with you here. When I, same as my colleague and friend Harry mentioned, when I first heard of your mission and the whole idea, it was very emotional, because this support comes from the heart of the people. Governments are very important, parliament, everything, but people-to-people contact and people-to-people support like you are doing is probably the core and the basics of that support. And that goes from the hearts of Nordic nations in general to Ukrainians, from Danes, from Finns, Swedes, you name everyone. And when I read the story of your tugboat, I was impressed, and how stubborn it is. Like a small, relatively comparing to other big ships on the sea, small but stubborn tugboat that gets through the ice and gets through many ports and seas and winds and storms to get to the Normandy to celebrate the D-Day. And this reminds me of my people, of the resilience that we have in this war. We're not as big as our enemy, but we're stubborn and resistant, and we will keep fighting with your support. And you just showed me how you get through the ice when you were living in Port of Oulu, and that was early May or late April. Same started with us. We started with basically nothing and blocked, but you get through this, and I believe that with your support we will get through all the hardships of this war, and we will win this war together. So thank you once again for doing this. This is very personal and emotional moment to be here with you, and I wish you a safe trip, return back home on this historic mission, and thank you so very much.